But then, if you want to sort of toss it back, you can do that.
Isn't that pretty?
Mhm. I've also brought pajamas, which were introduced. They'd come in through the auspices of the ballet and Asia. People were wearing pajamas, but they started to wear pajamas to events, shall we say, dress pajamas. And there's a pair in here that have great fuchsia colored pant bands on them. Let me just see there. One. As we go through. I also put examples to show you that there. These are the pajamas,
Oh my,
which are lots of fun.
you're really lounging.
Yes, absolutely. But they're just so much fun. And see, they're asymmetric. The design, it sort of goes down on an angle. It's had such great style. Then we've got some, just so that you can see, there was women of every, all sizes. This one's not in wonderful shape, but this is a great dress. You would have had some type of underpiece right here that would have been, it could have been lace or whatever. Unfortunately, it is lost to us. But it's got great sleeve detail. Yeah.
And the color.
Yeah, the color. Yeah.
Purple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so rich.
And the embroidery is pretty great on it, too. Then for sportswear, this I think was a child's dress, but it might have been a child's tennis dress or a young woman's tennis dress because it's just so much fun. It's linen with just these little geometric flashes on it that is a great look. This is getting towards the end, I think, of the 20s. This is a little silk chiffon summer dress. There was a slip underneath, so don't think that they were wearing these nakedly. Yeah, no, they've always got something underneath to keep the modesty alive. This is sleepwear. It's silk. It's lovely, very comfortable, and you can see the cutouts here. So that's one of the hallmarks of the earlier 20s dresses. You'll always see these cutty out bits sort of on the side. And that was probably in somebody's hope chest for a very long time, and it never gave up hope. Here's another. It's a pretty one. Drop waist. Still pretty long, but not as early as the first one that I showed you that was much more of an Edwardian influence that had the flowers on it. This is getting a bit more modern looking in the little black dress area. This is this must have been for a very tall woman, but it's great. It's yellow silk with silk satin, and once again with the drop waist, and then they've got this great bias cut that then gets carried over into the 1930s when they start working with fabric in a whole different way.
Will this be evening or day wear?
That would be evening. But you would have decorated it with rhinestones or dress clips or, decorated it up. This is day wear right here. That one's out of silk, if you want it. And it's got the mother of pearl buttons. And it's just such a pretty little simple dress.
That would be the sleeve, a little
Yeah.
caplet of
Yeah.
some sort?
Just a little cap sleeve, yeah. Because it's underneath, it's just,
Isn't that pretty?
yeah. It's really fresh. This one, part of it's gone in the stash, but I wanted you to see just how pretty it is with the, for summer, see it's, yeah. This would have been I think this is like a silk rayon, and so it rots, unfortunately. But you could always get that replaced. But I thought it was just a charming dress in a great peach color. This one has a little puncture wound, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, perhaps with some floral overlays. But this is metallic thread, which is tarnished now over the years. but you'll see certain fashion pictures they could be Poiret or it could be Vianney with the skirts that look like that sitting out like that.
Detail.
Yeah.
And it goes out into a sort of a
Yeah,
bell.
panier sort of thing, yeah.
This is the
Yeah. You can hold that one if you like.
Well,
There we go.
Indeed.
Okay. As I said, this one was my grandmother's. I just love the buttons on it. I love the whole thing. I love this dress and thinking that she wore it. But it feels wonderful. It's I think it's a satin. But the colors are so vibrant, and it's just, amazing. Yeah.
The oversized button.
Yeah, the oversized and covered in the same fabric.
Oh, and then there's two black ones down
Yeah,
here.
yes.
So you've got the printed ones on the black band and black ones on the
Yes, exactly.
So beautiful.
This is just an underslip. This is just a gold lame underslip that would have gone under a dress, could have been like the black one underneath the coat here. And by the way, when I was talking about the Egyptian influence, that coat is made of a cloth, I never know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but it's assuit, A-S-S-U-I-T. It's an Egyptian cloth that's metal. The coat weighs a ton. And when they opened the tomb and Egyptomania was happening, this cloth, people were making dresses out of it, coats, there were wraps. It's really quite a phenomenal cloth.
And the dress underneath it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a pretty one. This is just a simple flapper dress, navy blue. Most of them do up with snaps or hooks at the side. And it's just got a simple navy blue slip underneath with sort of a semi-geometric pattern on the skirt. This one's from Paris. Here, I can stick this one back up. Then we have, this is getting, much later, I think, but, I could be wrong, but
Oh, no, that's a dream.
I just love the work on this. I think this would be,
30s.
this would be more like the very, very end of the 20s, going to the 30s, because it's still got some 20s ideas happening with it. It hasn't quite embraced its 30ness.
But it's very flat.
Yeah.
Figure.
Yeah.
The back is, oh. Do you have a label?
No, there's no label at all.
But look at the,
And this is the dress that is sold by the weight. This next one that I'm going to show you. This one, I'll let everybody hold it because this is the first time I've had it on a hanger in probably 3 years. And you'll see why. It's amazing. Yeah, here, let me just start to pass it around. There we go. It's the 20s, but I bought it from a gentleman who said his mother had a very large bust, and perhaps she was worried about it escaping from the dress because it weighs so much. Nothing's getting out of that dress. This would be a day dress, not an evening dress. It might have been worn, driving with a duster over it, but it's really quite wonderful. I love all the work in it because it's got the lace. Yeah. Then it has the tucks in it. It's very simple, but also very elegant. Would have been good to wear to church.
It almost looks like a coat.
cheese.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's a lovely one. This one has a Paris label, but I've never heard of Frenchshire Paris, made in France. But I love it because I like the way it sort of graduates color-wise and embroidery-wise on the way down. I'm going to hang that one back up. There we go.